Hello students. So today we'll see the continuation of problems from chapter 4 determinants. Show that delta ABC triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle if determinant is so the given determinant. So we have to prove it is an isosceles triangle. So for an isosceles triangle we know that for among three sides any two sides will be equal. Any of the two sides of a triangle, if it is equal, then we can call the triangle as isosceles triangle. Fine. So we are going to prove that. So this is our determinant. So what we are going to do here is C1 we are going to change as C1 minus C3. So similarly C2 we are going to change as C2 minus C3. So let's see what will happen when we do C1 minus C3. Also C2 minus C3. So this is C1. So C1 minus C3 will gives us 0 here, right? So this one will be 0. Similarly, this term is going to be 1 plus cos A minus 1 plus cos C. So what will come there? So it is going to be 1 plus cos A minus of 1 plus cos C, right? That means 1 plus cos A minus 1 minus cos C. So 1 and 1 will get cancelled. So finally we will get cos A minus cos C. Now for here, similarly we will put cos square A plus cos A minus of in bracket cos square C plus cos C, right? So we can write there. So it is going to be cos square A plus cos A minus cos square C minus cos C. So similarly here also this is going to be cos B minus cos C. Also here minus cos square C minus cos C. Fine. And next we can take cos A minus cos C as common from first column. And cos B minus cos C as common from second column, right? So here you can see if we do this C2 minus C3, 1 minus 1 will give us 0, right? So this term also 0. Now we can take cos B minus cos C as common from C2. So let's see if we take cos A minus cos C as common from first column. So here it is going to be 1. Then from here if we take it outside, what we will get? So cos square A minus cos square C. So from that if we take cos square A minus cos square C, we can write it as cos A plus B, cos A plus cos B into cos A minus cos B. Sorry, this is cos C, right? Cos C into cos A minus cos C. Okay, which is similar to A square minus B square form. So A square minus B is A plus B into A minus B. Similarly, cos square A minus cos square C will be cos A plus cos C into cos A minus cos C. Clear? Now we have another plus we have a cos A minus cos C, right? So we just expanded these and remaining we have these two terms as well. Okay, so from these terms we can take cos A minus cos C as common. Okay, so if we take cos A minus cos C from here, then the remaining will be 1, right? And also from here we can take this cos A minus cos C. Fine, so the remaining will be this term. Okay, so we'll get it as cos A plus cos C plus 1. Okay, so this is going to be cos A plus cos C plus 1. So the same procedure we can do here. Okay, so we'll get cos B plus cos C plus 1, and here it will be 1. Okay, now since these two terms are 0, we don't want to take the determinant of those terms. Just take for 1. Okay, so if we take for 1, we'll take the determinant of these 4 elements. Okay, so let's see that. Okay, so if we take the determinant, we have 2 common terms outside. Along with that, we have cos A plus cos B plus 1 minus cos B plus cos C plus 1. Okay, so when we solve this, so that is equal to 0. Okay, so now we need to solve this. Cos A minus cos C, cos B minus cos C, in bracket cos A plus cos B plus 1. Now if we take this negative inside, it will be minus cos B minus cos C minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now what we can do next? So here plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. Okay, again here we have cos C and cos C will get cancelled because plus cos C and minus cos C. Okay, so that will also get removed. So remaining here it is going to be minus cos A equal to 0. If we take each of them separately, okay, so this can be, if we take cos A minus cos C equal to 0, then cos A equal to cos C, right? Similarly, if we take this one, it is going to be cos B equal to cos C. Also, for the third case, cos B equal to cos A. Okay, so as a conclusion we can say, if cos A equal to cos C, then we can say A equal to C, or if cos B equal to cos C, then B equal to C, or B equal to A. Hence, any of two sides of this triangle is equal, so that is what we have proved. Okay, so that we can say that it is an isosceles triangle. Clear? So let's see the next problem. If A plus B plus C not equal to 0 and this is the determinant which is equal to 0, then prove that A equal to B equal to C. Okay, so for that we are going to do R1 as R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, let's start solving. So from here we can take A plus B plus C, okay, outside, right? From R1 we can take A plus B plus C outside. So all these terms are going to be 1, right? So A plus B plus C we are taking outside. All these are 1. Now we can do C1 as C1 minus C3, C2 as C2 minus C3, right? So if we do like that, what will happen? These two are going to be 0. Then C1 minus C3, so B minus A, right? And C2 minus C3, so C minus A. Again C minus B, A minus B. Okay. Now, yes, we almost there. So these two terms are 0. Just take the determinant for corresponding to 1. Okay. So what we are going to obtain? So let's expand this. So here we have the expansion. Okay, so now we are multiplying the brackets. Okay, so like this, like this. So we'll multiply all of them, we'll get like this. Now just multiply and divide it with minus 2. Okay, so if we write minus 2 by minus 2, that is same as 1. Okay, so we are going to make it into a different form. So if we multiply and divide with minus 2, okay, now we can just rearrange is minus a square minus b square minus c square plus ba plus ab. Okay, yeah, so AB and AB will get cancelled, so we don't want to write that. So we have BA plus CB plus AC. Okay, yes, now minus 1 by 2 into A plus B plus C minus 2, we are multiplying inside. Okay, so 2a square plus, since it is minus 2, when we multiply with the negative elements, all will become plus. So 2b square plus 2c square. Now minus 2ba plus, sorry, again minus, because minus into plus, right? So minus 2cb minus 2ac. Okay, now just split these two separate. Okay, so I have just rearranged it. Now if you look at this one, you can make a formula. It's an expansion of a formula. So what is that? I'll just write in an order. So a plus b plus c. See, if I write a square, okay, plus b square minus 2ab. What is this? A minus b the whole square, right? Similarly, plus b square plus c square minus 2bc. That is b minus c the whole square plus c square minus a square, c square plus a square minus 2ac, which is c minus a whole square, right? Okay, so we'll just write that. A minus b the whole square plus b minus c the whole square plus c minus a the whole square. Okay, now we have this whole determinant is 0, right? It is given as 0. Okay, so if it is 0, then also we know that a plus b plus c is not equal to 0. Okay, so if it is 0, then we can write it as a minus b whole square, b minus c whole square, c minus a whole square is equal to 0. Okay, then from here we can write a minus b equal to b minus c equal to c minus a equal to 0. Okay, so a equal to b equal to c, right? Because a minus b equal to 0 means a equal to b. B minus c equal to 0 means b equal to c. C minus a equal to 0 means c equal to a. That is a equal to b equal to c. Hence proved. Clear? Let's see our next problem. If a, b and c are the angles of a triangle, then the determinant, this is our determinant, is equal to what? That is what we need to find out. Okay. So let's solve this problem. So first of all we can do an operation on the column C1. Okay, C1 as A C1 plus B C2 plus C into C3. Okay, if we do like that, what we are going to obtain? So we'll get it as minus a plus b cos c plus a cos b, then cos c cos b, then a cos c minus b plus c cos a minus 1 cos A. Then A cos B plus B cos A minus C cos A minus 1. So according to projection rule in a triangle, B cos C plus A cos B, which is equal to A. So I can write it as A. Similarly, A cos C plus A cos C plus we have here one more term, that is A. C. There is a C. Okay. So A cos C plus C cos A is same as B. So I can replace that with B. Similarly, A cos B plus B cos A is same as C. So all these by the rule of projection. Okay. By the rule of projection, we can replace it like that. Clear? So we'll get minus A plus A, minus B plus B, and minus C plus C. We know all these terms are going to be 0, right? 0, 0, 0. Okay. Yes. So since if we take the determinant with respect to these elements, all the values are going to be 0. So we can say that therefore the determinant value is 0. Clear? So let's see our next problem. The maximum value of the determinant we need to find out. Okay. So this is our determinant. We are supposed to find out the maximum value. So first of all, we are doing C1 as C1 minus C3 and C2 as C2 minus C3 for the easiness of making 0. Okay. C1 minus C3 will gives us 0. Here also 0. And here it is going to be cos theta only. Right. And C2 minus C3, this will be 0, this will be 0, and this is going to be sin theta. Okay. Now let's take the determinant with respect to 1. Okay. So 1 into sin theta into cos theta. Okay. If we multiply and divide with 2, okay, sin theta cos theta, from this we can get half into 2 sin theta cos theta, where 2 sin theta cos theta is same as sin 2 theta. Okay. Sin 2 theta. Also, the maximum value can have for sin 2 theta is 1. Okay. So 1. So for that, if sin 2 theta value need to be 1, then theta value has to be 45, because we know sin 90 degree will give us 1, right? Here it is 2 theta. Okay. So 2 into a value should give us 90 degree. So theta should be 45. Then only we will obtain the maximum value of sin theta. I mean sin 2 theta. So maximum value of sin 2 theta is 1, forgetting that theta should be 45. Okay. Okay, so we can write half into sine 2 into 45 degree. That is half into sine 90 degree. So that is sine 90 degree is 1. So half into 1. That is equal to half. So the maximum value of the determinant will be half. Okay. So let's see our next problem. Excuse us. So if there are two values of a which makes determinant, this one, equal to 86, then we have to find out the sum of these numbers. Okay. So if there are two values for a, then which makes this determinant, and we have to find the sum of these two values. Okay, so let's see how to solve it. So first of all, we need to find out the determinant. So 1 into 2a square plus 4. I'm just finding out the determinant. You can do along with me. Minus 4a minus 20 plus 0. So I have already explained how to find out the determinant. So we have just expanded along the first column. Okay. Now from this, 2a square plus 4 plus 8a plus 40 equal to 86. So 2a square plus 8a plus 44 minus 86 equal to 0. Okay, so if we take 2 as common from this, it is going to be a square plus 4a minus 21 equal to 0. Fine. Okay, so now we can just find out how we can just solve it using the quadratic equation. You can solve, or you can solve it as, it's a simple polynomial, so we can just solve it as a square split 4a as 7a minus 3a minus 21 equal to 0. Okay. So a plus 7 and a minus 3 will be the factors of this polynomial. So a will be minus 7 or 3. So the required sum, so we are supposed to find out the sum, right? So how to find out the sum? Minus 7 plus 3, that is equal to minus 4. So we got the values of a. They were saying there are two values for a. The values are minus 7 and 3, and we are supposed to find out the sum. So minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4. Okay.